So as a parent, is it okay to apologize to your child, or does that just show weakness? Well, that's what we're talking about today on Tips on Teens. My name is Kent Toussaint, and I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist. I specialize in helping kids, teens, and families live happier lives. I lead two organizations, Teen Therapy Center and the nonprofit 501c3 organization, Child and Teen Counseling, both here in Woodland Hills, California. Every Wednesday at noon, I jump on to Facebook Live to answer your parenting questions. Let's answer today's. Sometimes I lose it with my kids. I try really hard not to, but every once in a while they drive me nuts and I end up snapping at them or yelling. I hate that feeling. When it happens, I feel like I should probably say I'm sorry to them. I'm usually so annoyed that it's hard to think of the right words to explain why I'm mad, and I'm worried it will just turn into an argument. Then the moment passes, and it's just easier to let it go. How should I handle it? Thank you for your question. We love your questions. I think, as many of the questions on Tips on Teens are, a lot of parents can resonate with this situation. First of all, I want to acknowledge it's really hard being a parent. It's one of the hardest things we do. There's nothing in this world that strains our mental fortitude more than being a parent. So with that in mind, you're going to lose your cool sometimes. You're going to lose it. Even I, a licensed marriage family therapist who works with kids and teens and coaches parents, even I have lost it on my kids before. It doesn't feel good. None of us have ever blown up on our kids going, wow, that feels great. I feel wonderful. Let's eat dinner. No, it feels horrible. So when these situations happen, and they will, I think it's important, how do we deal with this? First of all, when you're both heated, nothing's going to happen. You guys are yelling at each other. No one's going to listen. That's the whole thing. But when there's a conflict like this, there cannot be a winner. An apology is not admitting defeat. If you receive an apology, that is not victory. It's an apology is about healing. There can't be a winner. If there's a winner, everyone loses. You guys can heal together, or you can both suffer separately and both lose. So what I mean by that is, let's say you and your kid are arguing, you blow up, you are more snarky than you should, you say words you shouldn't say, you yell louder than you should, and finally both of you have a timeout from each other. And you're calming down, you realize, oh, I wish I didn't say that, but if I go say I'm sorry, they're going to think they won. I don't think that's the case. I mean, imagine the handful of times in your life that you've received a heartfelt, sincere apology. Didn't feel like you won. Didn't feel like that person lost. Feel like, oh, that person hears me, understands me. That person relates to what I'm going through. It's more of helping you guys come together, and that's the goal of an apology. So, for example, this is not an apology. Nancy, I'm really sorry I yelled at you, but you're being a little shit, and you shouldn't pick on your sister that way, and you got to clean your room, but I'm sorry I yelled. That is not an apology, right? This is an apology. Nancy, I'm really sorry I yelled. I was upset. That doesn't give me an excuse to yell at you like that. You deserve to be treated with respect, and I will try harder next time, and I love you. And come give her a hug. Now, your daughter may be going, what? Who are you? Who is this strange person who is masquerading as my parent, right? Eventually, she will take note of it. And she'll walk away going, wow, mom or dad heard me and understood me. And you're also modeling for her how to apologize in a healthy, respectful way, and showing how much strength it shows to have that apology. You'll be the last person who ever hears it from your kid. But when they're at their friends' houses, teachers, coaches, they'll be able to have it in their own relationships. I think that's really important, and learn the skill of an appropriate and healthy apology. An apology is not about weakness, it's about strength. It's about, I'm able to demonstrate to you that I care for you and that I feel for you and I want to help you heal. That's what an apology is. So I think it's important that us as the adults, because your kid's not qualified to be an adult yet, that you, once you calm down, you come back and if you feel that you were inappropriate, you take ownership of your actions despite his or her actions, because they're separate. Your actions are your actions. You're responsible for your actions, despite how they behaved. In an ideal world, we'd never lose our cool. We'd always be calm and focused and patient. That's not real. We are humans. But we can still take ownership for our actions. And the more we take ownership for our actions, we earn respect and trust with our kids, and thus allowing us to have influence over them. And then with that, they hopefully will follow suit and follow our footsteps and our lead. Anyways, that's our question for today. Thank you so much. I'm out next week for Thanksgiving, so no tips on teens, but we'll pick back up in early December. Thank you so much. If you want me to answer your question in 2 weeks, you can email us at tipsonteens@teentherapycenter.com. Again, my name is Kent Toussaint with Teen Therapy Center and Child and Teen Counseling. And I'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Bye-bye, guys.